Hello. My childhood was more than just innocent games and simple laughter. It was a rich, complex tapestry woven with subtle shifts that occurred constantly. It was a period of internal growth, a time when the world whispered secrets and mysteries, always just beyond my grasp, yet tempting me to explore them. The rustling leaves seemed to narrate forgotten stories, the brook gurgled like ancient rhymes, and even the wind in the trees echoed tales from long ago. Everywhere I looked, there was a new discovery. Every moment held an unread lesson. It was a time of wonder, for exploration, blurring the lines between reality and imagination, as if the world itself were a living, breathing storybook. Each day didn't just arrive. It unfolded like a nocturnal bloom, silent and slow, yet impactful. This gradual unveiling of life's mysteries mirrored my inner maturation. Like a flower exposing its beauty to the night, my comprehension of the world expanded and deepened. Every experience, each whispered secret, every shared story, added layers to my perception. It was as if life itself murmured promises I couldn't yet decipher, planting seeds of curiosity and desire that would blossom into a thirst for knowledge and experience. I felt like a fledgling bird at the edge of its nest, eager to fly, yet trembling before the vast world. A world I yearned to explore with a hunger I couldn't yet name, a sensual undercurrent thrumming beneath the surface of my innocent days. Grandfather Archibald served as my anchor in this vast ocean of unspoken enigmas and veiled meanings. He was the sturdy trunk of our family tree, the solid ground upon which I built my understanding of existence. His hands, weathered by years of laboring the land, held a heart brimming with kindness, overflowing with empathy and understanding. His eyes, gentle as warm honey, held the wisdom of ages, each wrinkle mapping a life fully lived, a testament etched onto his very being. They twinkled with quiet knowledge, a deep insight into human nature. He moved with the patience of ancient oaks, his gestures deliberate and calm, his presence a steady rhythm in my youthful life, a comforting heartbeat amidst life's, sometimes jarring music. He was my lighthouse, guiding me through the fog of the unknown, a constant beacon in a world that often felt overwhelming. He never rushed, never pressured, but always offered a steady hand and a listening ear, a silent understanding that transcended words. And sometimes, in the quiet evenings, as we sat by the fire, I'd feel the warmth of his gaze, a different kind of warmth, a knowingness that hinted at a life fully lived, desires met and passions embraced, a subtle sensuality that belied his gentle exterior. Our home, nestled at the village edge where time trickled like honey, was a haven of simple comforts and warmth, a place where love and care elevated the mundane. The worn wooden floors echoed with footsteps of generations, the walls whispered tales of laughter and tears, the very air imbued with peace and belonging. Not grand or fancy, it radiated an inner warmth, a deep-seated sense of safety and security that enveloped me like a comforting embrace, much like the gentle, yet firm, embrace I imagined a lover might offer. It was a sanctuary where I could simply be, truly at home, in body and in spirit, a place where even the most nascent sensual stirrings felt safe to explore in the privacy of my own thoughts. Mornings began with the intoxicating aroma of rye bread baking, a scent that permeated every corner, promising comfort and nourishment, a smell that whispered of home, family, and love. The warm, yeasty fragrance enveloped me like a lover's caress, chasing away lingering sleep and igniting anticipation for the day, a constant reminder of the love and sensual promise that permeated my young life. Even in its quietest moments, evenings dissolved into stories by the flickering firelight, the dancing flames casting playful shadows, transforming familiar objects into fantastical creatures. The crackling wood provided a soothing soundtrack to Grandfather Archibald's tales, rhythmic accompaniment to narratives transporting me to distant lands and introducing me to extraordinary people. These were not mere stories. They were tapestries of faraway lands, forgotten conflicts, and the quiet bravery of ordinary individuals living remarkable lives, tales of courage, resilience, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. These stories, interwoven with our family history, passed down through generations, connected me to my ancestors, grounding me in a rich past. More than just stories, they were living history, shaping my present and future. And as the firelight danced, casting long shadows, sometimes I'd catch Grandfather Archibald's eye, a knowing glint that spoke of passions and desires that simmered beneath the surface of even the most respectable lives, a hint of the sensual undercurrent that flowed through us all, connecting us in ways unspoken but deeply felt, a silent acknowledgement of the fires that burned within us, both literally and figuratively. Grandfather Archibald's love was a fortress, strong yet tender, a sanctuary that allowed exploration, knowing I had a safe harbor. His love was not restrictive, but empowering, fostering curiosity, nurturing imagination, always a steady presence to lean on. He taught me to mend broken things, a fallen bird's wing, a rusty hinge, and, most importantly, a neighbor's grieving heart, emphasizing kindness, empathy, and small acts of caring. But even as I cherished these simple constants, my heart wandered, craving something undefined, a deep hunger flickering in my dreams, like a distant light in a dense fog, beckoning me towards the unknown, a hunger that resonated deep within my core, a sensual yearning for experiences beyond the familiar. This wasn't discontent, but a yearning to explore, to find my place, to understand mysteries beyond my reach, a feeling both thrilling and daunting, a mix of anticipation and trepidation, my soul's quiet urging to begin my own journey of self-discovery, a journey I sensed would be filled with not just intellectual and emotional awakenings, but also sensual ones, a burgeoning awareness of my own desires and passions, waiting to be ignited by the right spark, the right touch, the right person. Adolescence didn't announce itself with fanfare, no trumpets or fireworks, not a sudden metamorphosis like caterpillar to butterfly. Instead, it was quieter, gradual, like a tide creeping in, subtly altering the landscape of my childhood beach, wave by wave. It was a time of shifting ground, intense emotions, navigating the confusing currents of hormones and identity. I felt like a ship caught in a storm, tossed by forces beyond my grasp, my childhood compass spinning wildly, lost and adrift in a sea of new sensations, some exhilarating, some terrifying, all undeniably sensual in their intensity. At 14, that turning point where childhood receded and adulthood's hazy outline appeared, the world sharpened, colors brighter, details clearer, as if a curtain had lifted, revealing hidden depths. The world, once a playground of simple joys, now possessed complexity, a richness that both fascinated and intimidated, like discovering a secret layer beneath a painting, a hidden world of nuances and veiled meanings, including the subtle language of desire that I was only just beginning to understand. The way sunlight illuminated ripe apples intensified, no longer just light, but golden, almost magical, each apple containing a tiny sun. The orchard apples, once mere food, became art, their perfect forms and vibrant hues showcasing nature's beauty and abundance. I'd linger in the orchard, watching sunlight dance on leaves, illuminate fruit, each apple a miniature masterpiece of light and color, and feeling a burgeoning sensuality in the warmth of the sun on my skin, the sweet scent of ripe fruit in the air, a subtle invitation to experience the world more fully, more sensuously. Then there was the blush, the heat rising in my cheeks when the miller sun, a childhood friend, glanced my way. A novel sensation, warmth spreading like fire, butterflies fluttering, wings beating against my ribs, a confusing yet thrilling mix of shyness and eagerness, leaving me breathless, flushed. This boy, once just a playmate, now possessed an enigmatic allure, his presence igniting a storm of emotions, including a nascent sexual awareness that both intrigued and frightened me. I'd steal glances, heart pounding, mind racing with daydreams, desires I didn't fully comprehend, yet felt with a visceral intensity that was undeniably new and powerfully sensual. Even moonlit walks with grandfather Archibald shifted. Once peaceful and contemplative, they now pulsed with possibility, promise. The moon, once a familiar friend, deepened in meaning, its silver light casting spells, transforming familiar places into realms of mystery and magic, and awakening a sensual longing within me, a yearning for connection, for intimacy, for experiences that transcended the innocence of childhood. I'd wander alone at night, moon my confidant, mind filled with dreams, heart aching for something unnamed, a sensual whisper that grew louder with each passing moon. But these feelings, exciting as they were, felt minor, almost insignificant, compared to the monumental shift looming, a change that would forever alter my life, a change steeped in sensual awakening and the intoxicating promise of adult love. These were mere hints, clues to the person I was becoming, but the true transformation, life-altering, awaited. An encounter so profound, so earth-shattering, it would redefine love, loss, and life itself, an encounter promising to ignite a fire, a passion that would burn for years, illuminating my path through life's labyrinth, a fire fueled by both deep emotion and burgeoning sensuality. It was the summer festival. The night I met Sebastian, the summer festival wasn't just another village event. It was a vibrant explosion of color and sound, a feast for the senses, a carnival of joyous abandon, tempting aromas of roasting meats and spun sugar, magical twinkling lights, infectious energy of communal celebration. A night suspending normalcy, ushering in the extraordinary, the air buzzing with palpable excitement, laughter, music, voices merging into a joyous hum. A night for release, for summer's carefree spirit, for losing oneself in revelry. Fire eaters, faces fiercely painted, spun flaming sticks, movements fluid, mesmerizing, flames swirling skyward like fiery serpents dancing among stars. Crowds gasped, cheered, faces illuminated by flickering flames, eyes wide with wonder, a primal thrill resonating in the warm night air, a sensual dance of fire and flesh. Fiddlers, bows dancing, played lively tunes, feet tapping, hearts soaring, infectious melodies, old folk songs and upbeat rhythms, compelling movement, dance, celebration. Girls with flower crowns, hair adorned, twirled and swayed, laughter like ringing bells, dresses swirling, rainbows of petals, movements graceful, bodies swaying, smiles contagious, a sensual display of youthful joy and carefree abandon. The warm evening air, thick with popcorn and cotton candy, sweet and tempting aromas mingling with earthy grass and smoky bonfire. The bonfire, towering, roaring, crackling wood, burned brightly, a warm, welcoming light, beacon of light and warmth, communal gathering, symbol of celebration and togetherness, faces flickering in firelight, stories, laughter, simple joy of unity. I and this enchanted space, beneath a vast, star-dusted sky, stars twinkling like diamonds scattered on black velvet, I first saw Sebastian. Stars winked, as if knowing, as if orchestrating our meeting, a celestial conspiracy of fate and desire. He stood apart, dark silhouette against bonfire's glow, presence emanating mystery, intrigue, a figure from a romance novel, handsome hero waiting to be discovered, a sensual enigma amidst the festival's gaiety. Posture relaxed yet tense, inner turmoil brewing, calm yet restless, a mystery drawing me like moth to flame, a sensual pull I couldn't deny. His name, unusual, beautiful, lingered like a magical spell, whispering mystery, charm, thrilling, daunting. A name of faraway lands, untold adventures, perfectly fitting his enigmatic aura, a name I knew, instantly, would forever reside in my memory, a name that echoed with a sensual promise I couldn't yet grasp, but felt deep within my being. Our first encounters, a careful dance of glances, half-spoken words, moments charged with extraordinary connection, silent dialogues of souls, intensely exciting and frightening, magnetic pull, energies converging, palpable atmosphere, familiar and new, past lives and nascent depths, a sensual current flowing between us, hinting at deeper intimacies to come. He was a traveler, collector of stories, eyes holding desert shadows, ocean depths, windows to a complex, intriguing soul, a man who had seen the world, carrying its tales within, eyes speaking of adventure, passion, a life fully, deeply lived, a life that hinted at sensual experiences beyond my sheltered world. When he spoke of Marrakesh spice markets, Nordic fjords, voice-weaving spells, captivating imagination, transporting me to faraway lands, a storyteller, word weaver, voice painting vivid images, exotic locales, passion, excitement, igniting a fire, a desire to explore, see wonders, live a life as rich, exciting, sensual as his. I marveled at world's vastness, unexplored, yet shrinking to the space between souls sharing secrets, fragile, unbreakable connection, a sensual intimacy blossoming in the shared space. Vastness versus human connection, humbling, thrilling, understanding that even in an indifferent universe, human connection creates its own world, safe space of shared understanding, respect, promising future adventure, discovery, not just world exploration, but also hearts and souls, a journey steeped in sensuality and emotional depth. One warm evening, festival maze, colorful stalls, lively booths, fingers brushed mine, shivers, a light touch, quick, yet holding weight of unspoken words, silent song of emotions, deep resonance. A spark igniting fire, flickering flame, new intensity, world fading, festival noise quieting, focus solely on touch, electric feeling between fingertips, pure, real connection, silent promise of something more, deeper, beyond ordinary, a sensual awakening in a simple touch. Though brief, that touch sparked fire, rushed through me, awakening something deep, long dormant, awakening, coming alive, finding kindred spirit, missing soul peace found, connection feeling right in every part of me, world suddenly brighter, more alive, full of possibilities, veil lifted, revealing hidden beauty, untold wonders, a world infused with sensual promise and emotional depth. Later, seated on a weathered bench in the village park, respite from the vibrant festival, night sounds, crickets chirping, leaves rustling, distant voices, enveloping us, he turned, eyes piercing, seeing through defenses. Your beauty isn't just external, it's your worldview. You speak the language of stars. Words not mere compliments, but revelation, recognition of my soul's depth, my unique perspective, a feeling of being truly seen for the first time, not just as a girl, but a complex, intriguing individual, possessing a rich inner life and a nascent sensuality that resonated with his own. His words were a key, unlocking a part of myself I hadn't fully grasped, validating my inner world, recognizing my unique perception, a moment of profound self-discovery, realizing my inner world, thoughts, feelings, dreams, were as real, important as the external, a moment of empowerment, realizing I wasn't just observing, but actively shaping my world, a sensual awakening mirroring an intellectual and emotional one. Yet I soon learned intimacy transcended physicality, touching hands, gazing into eyes. It was deeper, beyond physical, into feelings, vulnerabilities, shared experiences. Opening oneself, sharing deepest thoughts, feelings, trusting with vulnerability, a sensual and emotional unveiling that mirrored the physical act of undressing. One stormy night, wind howling, rain lashing windows, nature's fury symphony, Sebastian narrated his brother's death, a years-long wound, shaping his life, a tale of sorrow, loss, unanswered questions, voice cracking, raw emotion, each word revealing depth of grief, unspoken pain, a visceral experience of shared vulnerability. I end that soul-bearing moment, as he revealed his inner landscape. I held him close as he wept, feeling his sorrow as my own, profound empathy, shared grief transcending Differences. In that vulnerable exchange, roles reversed. I became protector, comforter. He embraced vulnerability, revealing his pain, heart's fragility. A deeply intimate and sensual connection formed in shared sorrow. It was then love's true power revealed itself, not in seeking perfection, flawless happiness, but courage to face brokenness, accept flaws, be remade, accepting imperfections, finding strength in shared vulnerabilities, understanding love wasn't fixing, but supporting through life's trials, a sanctuary for broken hearts, a sensual and spiritual merging in shared vulnerability. In that moment of shared vulnerability, intimacy's true meaning dawned, deep connection born of sharing one's deepest self, a bond forged in emotional and sensual honesty. Grandfather Archibald, still my guiding light, sensed my profound transformation, a change deep in my soul, visible not just in actions, but subtle shifts in being, spark in my eyes, new confidence, purposeful gait, recognizing Sebastian's impact, awakening a long-dormant part of me, a sensual and emotional blossoming he both understood and subtly encouraged. One afternoon, mending fishing nets on the porch, hands moving in comfortable silence, he paused. New light in your eyes, child, like an inner candle lit, words not question, but statement, gentle acknowledgement of my change, quiet understanding of love's deep impact, a shared moment of unspoken recognition of the sensual and emotional awakening I was experiencing. I paused, considering how to articulate Sebastian's emotional tempest, complex feelings now integral to me, how he made me feel. Fragile yet strong. Open my eyes to unimagined possibilities, the depth of our connection, unspoken understanding, the sensual and emotional electricity that crackled between us. Then, I spoke of him, stories, restless spirit, life passion, feeling fragile and strong, challenging my perceptions, questioning assumptions, embracing the unknown, igniting a fire, a desire to explore, discover, live purposefully, passionately, sensually. Archibald listened intently, old hands working steadily, unwavering focus, silent wisdom, deep understanding, no interruption, advice, just listening, safe space to express feelings, thoughts, love's profound impact, a non-judgmental acceptance of my burgeoning sexuality as a natural part of my growth. Love, he finally said, voice calm, certain. Neither cage nor wildfire, it's the soil nurturing deep roots, branches reaching skyward, a metaphor, powerful imagery of love's true nature, not confining, destructive, but nurturing, foundational for growth, expansion, grounding force allowing reaching for stars, staying rooted in values, principles, self, a love that encompasses both the tender and the passionate, the spiritual and the sensual. His words grounded me, clarity, understanding dawning, realizing his love, patience, understanding, quiet kindness, was foundation for my passion's safe bloom, solid ground for life, relationships, dreams, a love teaching kindness, empathy, enduring human connection, a love that honored both the sacred and the sensual aspects of human experience. Sebastian and I navigated the intricate complexities of merging our worlds, each of us bringing forth unique perspectives and relationship puzzle pieces that fit together in unexpected ways. It was a discovery process, one that involved understanding each other's needs, desires, and dreams, while also finding common ground and respecting the differences that made us who we are. We embarked on a journey of creating a shared future, all the while remaining individuals in our own right. This relationship became a sensual and emotional dance of give and take, a delicate balance of compromise and understanding that deepened our connection over time. Sebastian introduced me to soul-searing poetry, words that resonated deeply within me, capturing the essence of love, loss, and the intricate tapestry of humanity. His poetry was like music that mirrored the rhythm of blood coursing through our veins, with melodies that stirred emotions and harmonies that resonated within our souls. He taught me the art of listening, truly listening, to the unspoken pains and dreams that often lay hidden beneath the surface of everyday conversation. This created a sensual and emotional communion that transcended the limitations of language itself. In turn, I shared with him the comfort of routine, the calming ritual of sipping tea, the quiet contemplation in the garden, and the simple joys that life offered. Gardening became a source of satisfaction, a peaceful endeavor that allowed me to nurture life and find solace in the act of creation. In the silence between our souls, I discovered a deep poetry that spoke volumes, a love language that existed beyond mere words. We shared quiet intimacies, both emotional and subtly sensual, which served to deepen our bond and enrich our connection. Years later, as I stood at our home's window, twilight fading into night, I gazed out at the sky painted in shades of orange, purple, and pink. In that moment, I reflected on our journey together, a winding road that led us here, a path not always straight or easy, often marked by storms along the way. We faced misunderstandings, raw vulnerability, and separations that tested the strength of our bond. There were doubts about whether two different people could truly unite, yet here we stand, a resilient mosaic of scars, grace, and strength. Our journey has been filled with joy, sorrow, laughter, tears, wins, and losses, but through it all, love has endured. It is the constant thread woven into the fabric of our lives, a love that has weathered the fiercest storms and emerged stronger and more profound. It encompasses both the tender moments and the passionate ones, blending the spiritual with the deeply sensual aspects of our connection. Sebastian's hair is now silver, his hands roughened by the years, with each line etched onto his skin telling a story of a life well lived. Yet, despite the passage of time, his eyes still sparkle with the warmth of a summer night, filled with passion and depth. The spark that ignited our initial connection has deepened and matured, embracing both the tender and the sensual aspects of our shared life. When he embraces me, I feel the echoes of every touch, every tear shed, and every whispered promise shared between us. His embrace is a sanctuary, a safe haven filled with love and cherishing, a constant reminder of love's enduring power. It is a bond that has survived storms, growing stronger, more resilient, and deeper with each passing year. Our love has evolved from fiery passion into deep, lasting embers, capable of reigniting with just a breath. It is a love built on profound respect, mutual understanding, and unwavering commitment, one that has stood the test of time, proving its enduring strength. This love will continue to burn brightly, both in the quiet moments of tenderness and in the passionate depths of our sensual connection, for many years to come. It serves as a testament to the enduring power of love in all its forms, both sacred and sensual. Later, as we sat together on a weathered bench in the village park, taking a moment to rest from the vibrant festival that enveloped us in the night's embrace, Sebastian turned to me, his eyes deep and searching. "Your beauty," he murmured softly, "speaks of stars, not just skin." His words felt like a revelation, as though he could see into the very depths of my soul. Intimacy between us grew beyond mere physical touch. It expanded into a realm of shared vulnerability that connected us on a profound level. One stormy night, amidst the chaos of the weather outside, Sebastian's brother's tale poured forth from him, raw with sorrow and emotion. In that moment of shared grief, our roles shifted. I found myself comforting him while he bared his heart, exposing the tender parts of himself that often remained hidden. It was in this exchange that the true power of love emerged, not as a quest for perfection, but as a testament to the courage found in brokenness and the strength that can be drawn from our flaws. Grandfather Archibald, ever wise and perceptive, noticed the change in me. "There's a light in your eyes," he remarked thoughtfully, "an inner candle that has been lit." I spoke to him of Sebastian, of the fire he sparked within me and the sensual awakening that had blossomed in our relationship. Archibald listened intently, then offered his wisdom. "Love is like soil, not a cage. It allows roots to deepen and branches to reach for the sky." His words grounded me in the understanding that love nurtures and frees us, allowing us to grow together while remaining true to ourselves. As Sebastian and I wove our lives together, we intertwined different threads to create a shared future. He offered me his passions, poetry, music, and the art of deep listening, while I provided the solace found in routine, the peace of the garden, and the silent understanding that flowed between us. Sensuality bloomed in our shared moments, unspoken desires adding depth to our connection. As the years passed, I found myself gazing out of the window, taking in the twilight sky painted in beautiful hues. Our journey together has been winding and far from easy, yet each storm weathered has only served to strengthen our bond. Sebastian's silvered hair and lined hands are a testament to the life we have built together, each mark a reflection of our shared experiences. Yet, despite the passage of time, his eyes still spark with the warmth of a summer night, filled with enduring passion. His embrace remains a sanctuary, a living testament to our love. It is a love that does not burn like wildfire, but rather smolders with deep, lasting embers, always ready to ignite anew. It is a love rooted in respect, commitment, and the sacred and sensual moments we share, a love that will forever burn bright in our hearts.
Bye.